Hello everybody, in this video we are going to try to put Boba Fett, it's the chibi version, on this piece of wood. To do this, first I'm going to use my scissors to trim off a little bit. So that I have enough space here, because I've got a little bit of black paint over there that while it's not going to be imperfect, I just want to make sure I have enough real estate here to put this thing on. I don't have a paper cutter yet. So that will clear me. Yep, perfect. That'll clear me. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a little bit more off here. I keep calling them ley lines because I've been playing that Civ 6 game and they have the expansion out for ley lines here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a pencil. Imagine that I found my pencil on the first try. And just make sure I have a line here of where I want these to go. Okay, and I'm going to accentuate that line because once I put the acrylic down, polyacrylic, I do not want any complications. I want to know exactly where I want to put this thing. So I'm just making some obnoxious lines on this wood just to know. Okay. And so I'll just slap it right down like that, and it'll be a great fit. There is a little bit of room for the error, I accounted for that. So let's get going. Let's open up this Minwax water-based polyacrylic. Okay. I've never used this before, so I'm just copying other people's YouTube videos really by using this first. I just watched a video, you can see the link up here, by somebody, and it gave me the idea of trying this on my own. So, and isn't that what it's all about, learning and trying things on your own? So I'm going to take this. Actually, I'm not going to take that one because I just used that one a little bit. But I'm going to take another brush. Oh yeah, I moved all my brushes over here. I was trying to be more organized with my paint section over here. And then of course, once you know it, when you're trying to be more organized, you lose where things are. So, got my brush. And I'm just going to put it here for now because it's easier for me. I'm just going to go over the whole thing. You know, yeah, I mean, you can take one of these things and avoid that. Okay, alright, so I got my little target area here. I could go to the table saw or the bandsaw or the jigsaw and knock that out, but I'm just practicing. I'm just doing this on my own here, first attempt ever. So what they do is they lock down the polyacrylic and then they put the picture on there. So we'll do that. It's a creamy white as opposed to the polyurethane, which is not. More of a translucent to orangish kind of color. We're just gonna dump. I'm just gonna dump this down. All right, that might be too much, but hey, I got a rag, no problems there. Actually, this is the first coat, so it might seep in pretty good. Might be thirsty. So I am using plywood here. I'm not using any hardwoods or oak. Well, oak is a hardwood. Not using any 1x6s or 1x12s or anything like that. Now, I didn't watch their videos close enough to know if they really drenched this. So, I'm thinking they didn't just really drench this thing. So, I will have some wipe off here to take care of. So, I'm just being really liberal at this point. Just because I'm even past my ley lines there. Just in case something happens here. So, alright, we'll let that sit for about a minute or so. And then I'll come back and wipe it off and show you what it looks like when we put it down. Working out all those bubbles there. A little bit of bubbles, moving it up. Pushing it through. You don't want to rip your own paper. It is wet now. So we'll see how this goes. First attempt, like I said. And we'll see you back when it's done. Alright, so we waited about an hour or so. And we're starting to peel it away here. It's a very tedious process. I put some water on this, soaking through the paper. It's just a very tedious process. I've also noticed already that there are some problems with the helmet, so I assume there'll be problems with the rest of it too. But I think I can attribute that to two things. One, I probably could have done an even better job at sanding. And two, probably could have done a much better job at the air bubbles. I didn't think they would make that big of an impact, but I was wrong. I think I was wrong. But I think a lot of it has to do with the sanding, because this is just coming right off. So this plywood might not be the best way to do it. I probably should have sealed the wood first, or just done like a 1x6 or something like that, rather than this. So, but the good news is color does go through this. So, I mean, I definitely see the green of his helmet and all that stuff. So, the other thing too is they did this for an hour. I wonder if I would have kept this on here overnight without, that is looking kind of cool, without peeling it off. So, it is looking kind of cool there. I actually like it. I just know that there's some problems with the helmet. But man, this is looking kind of cool. So, just show you another look here. Like, it's definitely coming through. That's exciting. But, yeah, with that helmet, that green stuff up there. So, this was a good experiment for me to see what can work, what the possibilities are, as I try to identify my niche or my interest level in doing this kind of work. Because while I love trying to make flags and all that stuff, I want to move on. I want to get some better skills. I want to practice some new things. So I'll show you the final product here in a minute. Actually, it'll be the thumbnail for the video itself. So when it's all done, I'll take care of this. I'll dry it off. Maybe I'll just put some nice sealer on it. I know it's already a damaged product, but then I can get a good view of what it would look like as a sealed product. So, hey everybody, welcome back. And we've got our Boba Fett dry now. Remember, yeah, that it was wet before, so it was the best we got. And we're just going to add some color to this, or some shine, if you will, with the protective finish. I was debating, do I want to go with the polyacrylic or do I want to go with the spar urethane? And, you know, clear matte. This is one choice, the polyurethane there. And the other choice is the spar urethane. Semi-gloss here versus clear matte. So I think I'm going to go with give it a touch of gloss there, just to see how that works. See if it can help bring out some more of this color here. And this was an experiment. It did its job. I learned a lot. I mean, next time I'm not going to use plywood, for one thing. So remember what I've done before, and I've mentioned this in other videos. I've got my little foam brushes, and I put them in, you know, ice cream containers, and I put them in my mini fridge. And some of them I've been holding on to for a month, and they've been working well for me without having to wash them out and things like that. So this is one that I use almost every day. But so let's just get some of that on here. Just gonna see, it's already helping with some of that color. We do want to be careful. I'm going to do 1/2 just to show you the pop in color. So So I'll do 1/2 here for you real quick. You're supposed to go with the grain, but I just want to be careful of my work here. Go very light. You know, I soak it at first and then I wipe. They call it loading and unloading. So you can see the difference in the color already. That looks just fantastic. So even though I had some hiccups here and some of the imagery didn't stick as well, this is looking great. I would be happy to put this up on my wall. And if nothing else, just a reminder of I did it. We did it together here. Watching the series of videos, it helps motivate me. I mean, give your thumbs up, give a thumbs down if you don't like the video quality, whatever. But just seeing those views actually helps me keep going with this journey. As you know, I've started this recently. And so it's not the best work. But if nothing else, you can see how other people are doing some things, what's working, what's not working, etc. So this is pretty saturated now, so I'm not going to touch any more of it. So that's what it looks like. That color is really coming out here. That's amazing. I love it. So we'll just let that sit and soak and go from there. It's kind of like, too bad I didn't make more because this is fun. So I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.